At my sister's birthday party, my father took the microphone and turned celebration into a public execution. Tonight, he announced, smiling like a man doing charity, our successful daughter Venus is giving her penthouse to her sister Tara. 30 guests applauded. Not generosity, obedience. I stood frozen, the stem of my wine glass cold against my palm. My mother's eyes warned me not to resist. My father's grin promised consequences if I did. When I said no, his hand cut through the music. The crack echoed louder than the applause ever had. My earring hit the marble floor and rolled away. That sound, small, sharp, final, ended whatever bond we still had left. 2 hours earlier, the Carter family performance had begun like it always did. Crystal chandeliers, marble floors, gold dresses reflecting in half-finished wine glasses. A string quartet played beside floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Atlanta's skyline. From the outside, perfection. Inside, a stage where I never learned the right lines. I arrived with vintage wine and a polite smile. My mother barely glanced at me. "Oh, good, Venus. Put it on the bar," she said, rearranging desserts around Tara. My sister stood at the center of attention, laughing loudly. The kind of laugh that demanded space. Her fiancé, Ethan, whispered something in her ear. She swatted him playfully, her diamond bracelet catching the light. "You look tired," Mom added. "You work too much." "I lead a company," I said quietly. "It's supposed to be work." She hummed. "You should think about balance. Maybe help your sister get back on her feet. She's been struggling." Struggling, the family's favorite excuse. For years, Tara drifted from failure to failure, cushioned by my parents' support. Every achievement of mine was followed by reminders to stay humble. Relatives swarmed. "Still single?" Aunt Nancy asked, pinching my cheek. "All that success and no man?" Uncle George laughed. "Men don't like intimidating women." Their laughter scraped like sandpaper. I retreated to the bar, pretending to check emails. Across the room, compliments floated toward Tara. "She's such a free spirit. Not tied down like Venus. Money isn't everything." I swallowed the bitterness with my wine. Then my father arrived. His hand landed heavy on my shoulder. "You proud of your sister tonight?" "Of course. You've done well for yourself," he said, leaning in. "Maybe it's time you shared that good fortune. Family takes care of family." It wasn't a suggestion. The music swelled. People gathered for a toast. Tara met my eyes, nervous, almost guilty. Then my father raised the microphone. Feedback shrieked. Laughter died. "Tonight," he said, "we celebrate family generosity." I knew. He turned toward me. What better way to show that bond than a gift from one sister to another? He smiled wider. "Our hardworking Venus has decided to give her penthouse to Tara." Applause exploded. Cameras flashed. Tara covered her mouth. "Dad, really?" she gasped. My mother wiped a fake tear. "This is so beautiful." My father extended his hand. "Come on, sweetheart. It's only fair. You can always buy another one." Something inside me snapped. I set my glass down carefully. "No." The word sliced through the room. "What?" he asked. I said no. "I'm not giving away my home." Whispers spread. My mother hissed, "Venus, don't embarrass us." "I paid for half this party," I said. "But my home is mine." Tara's eyes filled with perfectly timed tears. My father stepped closer. "You're defying me." Then he hit me. The sound echoed. My head snapped sideways. Heat exploded across my cheek. My earring flew, skidding across the marble. No one moved. I touched my face. Looked at him. He waited for tears. Instead, I bent, picked up my earring and whispered, "Happy birthday, Tara." Then I walked out. The hallway was cold and quiet. Behind me, the music restarted, Denial with a soundtrack. I didn't run. I reached into my clutch and tapped my phone once. Kayla's voice echoed in my memory. "If they cross the line again, don't argue. Call her. Grandma's the only one they fear." The elevator doors closed. Control returned floor by floor. In the lobby, I exhaled. A text buzzed. "On my way." Outside, headlights swept the driveway. A black sedan stopped. A tall woman stepped out, silver hair, composed, unhurried. Margaret Carter. She didn't look at me. She didn't need to. The doors opened. "Daniel Carter," she said calmly. "Explain why you struck your daughter." Silence crushed the room. Phones rose. "You humiliated her," Margaret continued. "You demanded her home like she was an ATM. Her cane struck once. Find her earring. 5 minutes." Tara dropped to her knees. My father's face drained. "I'm rewriting my will tonight," Margaret said. "Everything goes to Venus." Shock rippled. I stepped forward and placed the pearl earring on the table. "There it is." Margaret nodded. "You owe them nothing. Go." By morning, the video was everywhere. Deals collapsed. Boards resigned. Engagements dissolved. I said nothing. In my penthouse, sunlight spilled across the floor. Kayla looked up from her phone. "Do you feel better?" "No," I said. "Just done." An email arrived. "Finalized. Everything is yours. Rest." That night, I fastened the pearl earring back into place. People think revenge is loud. They're wrong. Real revenge is quiet. It's choosing yourself and never looking back.